Granny Sacks, looking to help his team get back on track. Can they snap their losing streak today? It's the Houston Astros taking on the Baltimore Orioles. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Sacks stepping in now. Tough matchup here when you're facing someone that throws 97 miles an hour on the black.
Yeah, Boog, forget the scouting report. He's just got to step in the box and trust his instincts.
Fly ball down the line. Nobody can get there, and it's a foul ball. The Orioles would get a big boost from a win in this one, so close to the end of the season.
We're pretty late in the season now, Boog, and every win or loss is magnified. Got to do your job on every play and make sure you don't cost the team by losing focus.
A little out front there as he swings through it.
Well, the hitter shows the pitcher that he's willing to go after that pitch down in the zone. So perhaps he'll come back to it. Still try to get that ground ball double play.
Into the outfield, base hit. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only one away.
Number 13, second baseman, Granny Sacks.
Ground ball up the middle, Pena. Gets him easily, ends the inning.
Part of the order coming through now, and with one home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
On the ground to third, Correa. Slings to first in time. Sacks stepping in now. Runners out there and a chance to chip away.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be a bomb. Just needs to find some outfield grass, Boog. Keep the pressure on.
On the ground out to short. Tosses to first, and that is the inning. Sacks played okay, but not well enough to boost them to a win.
Not great, not terrible, just kind of an average game. He's got better in him, Boog.
Sacks steps in, 2 outs, down on the scoreboard, but you just need one at bat to light the match, Siggy.
And this guy's got the spark in him, Boog. Get on base and see what happens next.
Off the plate, ball one.
Next one is off the plate. Ball 2.
He's clearly trying to work him away here. Both pitches off the plate. If you really want to put the ball in play, you're going to have to stay back and drive it to the opposite field.
That is the inning. Well, this game isn't very close, Singy. Let's see if we got any messages from those tuning in today.
I know we got some good stuff in there.
All right, Singy, we've been in all the press boxes. You got best press box food.
I'd say press box food because of the ice cream. We have to go Philadelphia. Yeah.
Shout out to our guy Frank.
Yes. New York for me is pretty good. Yankees?
Yeah, solid.
Yeah.
On the ground right side. Altuve handles it. Over to first. Fine play in the hole for the out. Back here in Baltimore, we head to the bottom of the ninth. Granny Sacks digs in now. Line drive, Adam in center field. One pitch and one out. Sacks had a poor showing, needed to do more.
Oh, certainly a frustrating game at the plate, Boog. I think he'd be the first to tell you he's capable of better. I'm sure the loss isn't sitting well with him either.
One down. So next to hit for Baltimore, Granny Sacks. Smash down the left field line. And it gets by him. They're still chasing it as he rounds second.
Pick up the ball, stand right here on the bat,
Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
sacks. Digs in. Not a lot of traffic this inning, but he's got the power to change that with one swing.
Yeah, and that's the kind of threat that keeps pitchers honest, even with 2 outs and no one on.
2 down, nobody on.
Ball 1.
Ripped to short. There with plenty of time, and that ends the inning. And first offering is fouled off. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And Pete Alonso with a chance to make an impact with 2 away. So next to hit for Baltimore, Granny Sacks. Out towards right center field. Bleday should have this one. And that is that. So 1 gone with a runner at third. Now it's the second baseman, Granny Sacks. That's a ball. Tried the sweeper. That one is absolutely belted. Carrying well. That'll make it out of here.
That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ball.
Sacks had a great showing in the win. Put together 3 hits, 1 of them a home run.
Well, they may want to change how they approach him next time because he was just incredible in this one. He looked like a threat every time he came up.
Granny Sacks with a blend of raw talent and sacks. Digs in. 2 quick outs, but this lineup's too good to just go quietly.
Yeah, you never want to give away the last out of an inning, Boog. Let's see if he can start a momentum swing right here.
He's been one of the best players in the league at driving in runs, Singy. His RBI numbers are good enough to be top 5 in all of baseball.
Beat it out, beat it out, beat it out. Come on.
Gets him easily, ends the inning. Sacks. Digs in. 2 down, nobody on. This pitcher's barely broken a dozen pitches per inning so far.
Yeah, it's time to foul a few off, Boog. Smart batters know it's not just about hits. It's about getting that pitch count moving north before it's too late.
Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Runner at second here, 1 gone. Slapped hard the other way, but foul. Now the 0-1. On the ground to the left. Throw to first in time.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
Runner on the move. Sacks in the box here and fouls it off for strike 1. With a single base runner, because of all the power, they are dangerous to tie this thing up or take the lead.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball. Block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way,
there with plenty of time, and that ends the inning. Sacks had the kind of game you'd like to avoid, which contributed to the loss.
Well, certainly a frustrating game at the plate, Boog. I think he'd be the first to tell you he's capable of better. I'm sure the loss isn't sitting well with him either.
One out, man at first. Digging in, Granny Sacks. And a foul ball. Here comes the 0-1. Ripped to third and caught.
They couldn't have asked for a better out. Makes a great play on the line drive, and they keep the runner at first. Just like that, they're almost out of the inning.
That one ripped left field. Way back there, it's got a chance. And that one's off the wall. Green hurries it back in. They hold the runner at second, so another base hit could get us our first run in this one.
13, second baseman, Granny Sacks.
That one ripped. And a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out. Pulls that one foul.
You know, these Orioles finding ways to get on base, but they still need help driving them home. They've had their chances with runners in scoring position, but nobody's been able to deliver a big hit in those situations.
The other way, and there's a hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way,
Sacks with a nice showing despite the loss. 3 hits in this one, always respectable.
Oh, Boog, he definitely made a difference for him in this one. Even in defeat, he can hold his head high.
And next for the Orioles, Granny Sacks. Chris, he's definitely going to finish the year with a new career high in homers. We just don't know how many he's going to hit quite yet. Runner takes off, tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. Man at first, one away. On a line, and there's 2 away. Takes it in for the out. Sacks stepping in. It's late, it's quiet, but here's a chance to make some noise with 2 gone.
Yeah, this is when rally hats get flipped, Boog. Let's see if he can twist this script.
That one hammered, but pulled foul.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Throw on to Torkelson, and that is man at first. Granny Sacks now at the plate. 0 for 3 in this one. And first offering is fouled off. Ground ball left side, could be 2. There's one. Now to first, and it's a double play.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from
Sacks had a poor showing, needed to do more.
This wasn't his finest hour, Boog, and he may be a little frustrated heading back to the clubhouse. Hard for them to get a win when he performs like this.
Granny Sacks just about ready to. Granny Sacks the next to hit for the Orioles. And that one fouled off. Singy's currently the team leader in runs batted in. Man at second. Out towards right center field. Rodriguez moving under it. 2 down. Two of the most potent offenses in the game squaring off.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to try to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
The batter number 13, second baseman, Rennie Sack.
Slice to right. Out. Number 2. Sacks. Digs in. It's getting late, Singy. They're trailing, but traffic on the bases gives them a shot.
Yeah, it's all about cashing in now. Can't afford to leave those runs out there.
Now there's a bullet down the line. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should score the run. Run comes in from second. It's an RBI single. 12-5 is our score. Sacks. Played okay, but not well enough to boost them to a win.
Not one to put on the personal highlight reel necessarily, but wasn't a big downfall for him in the loss.
So 2 down. So next to hit for Baltimore, Granny Sacks. That one ripped right center field. That's got a chance. And it one-hops the wall. Safely into second. He's got a double.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Challenged him with the fastball right in the heart of the zone, and he was clearly ready to jump all over it.
Center field. And there's one down.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Out to short. Throws to first. That is the inning. One hit in the... Now here is Granny Sacks. 1 for 3. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. 2 down, nobody on. That one the other way. Base hit into right field. And that keeps the inning going.
You smoked that one. Good job. Good job.
Here's the second baseman, Granny Sacks. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1. High fly ball, right field. O'Hearn under it. And that is that. Sacks had a good day at the office.
Well, he definitely made a difference for him in this one. Nice effort to contribute to the win.
So 2 down. And next for the Orioles, Granny Sacks. On the ground. India over to first in time. Sacks steps in, facing a Cy Young candidate here, Singy.
Yeah, time to go Nomar Garcia-Parra and tighten up those batting gloves, stomp the spikes in the dirt, dig in for battle.
That one ripped right center field. And it one-hops the wall. In with the double, and the go-ahead runs at second with 2 out.
Man, that feels so good to shoot an absolute bolt the opposite way. Split the gap and know that you've got extra bases right off the bat. That's the kind of thing hitters dream about when they're falling asleep at night. Now let's see if they can put up the first run of the game.
Sacks. Swings through it for strike 1.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Man on second, 2 down. Now he breaks his back.
Take a look.
He steps on the bag. They limit the damage here. Sacks. Digging in. Crowd's feeling it. Go-ahead run and scoring position. This at-bat just got a whole lot bigger, Singy.
Yeah, no doubt, Boog. These are pressure pitches. You've got to grind it out and come through for the squad.
The Orioles with the go-ahead run standing at second, and we're at the top of the 8th. Way out front for strike 2.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Sacks. Digging in, go-ahead run and scoring position, and a seasoned hitter at the plate, Singy.
Yeah, if he gets something he likes, Boog, he's not going to miss it. This is what you play for.
This one in the air, center field. And that's the 3rd out. Sacks stepping in now. 2-out RBI opportunity here.
A knock could be the gut punch that seals it. Pressure moment.
That one back up the middle, and it gets through. O'Neill flies around third. Now he launches a throw over his head, and this ball's going to wind up out of play. So a big-time costly mistake there. 6-5 the final here today. A 1-run extra inning win for Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show. I'm John Shambi saying so long. Granny Sacks is ready to go. Huge game today with division playoff implications. Granny Sacks digs in now. And a big swing and a miss.
Well, the best way to shake off yesterday's struggles is to get on the board early. They've got a guy in scoring position. They've got to find a way here to get him in.
In the air, right field. Judge takes it in for the out. 2 down. 2 of the most potent offenses in the game squaring off. Runners are at the corners, 1 away. Here comes the 0-1.
Ball.
Spear to the mound. Runner might be in trouble. There's one. What a double play that was. Inning. And a foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 5th.
Ball.
late with the swing there. Breaking ball misses down and away. Line drive, base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
That a boy, way to swing the bat.
Right there, does a great job of staying in the big part of the field. Man, there are a lot of hits there.
Granny Sachs, the next to hit for the Orioles. 1 for 3. Swing, and this one's bounced on the ground. Fires over to Bellinger. That ends the frame. Sachs did not have a banner showing in this one.
I'm sure they're glad they got the win, but if he's going to be a driver for their offense, he needs better days than this. Some good signs in this one, though.
First and second, no outs. Granny Sachs now at the plate. Fouled off. He was late. Oh, 1 now. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about.
Swing, and this one's blasted. It's got a chance. Can't reach it. This should score at least 1. Here comes Rutschman around third. The relay to the plate. He's safe as he gets his hand in, and they lead by 2. Second and third here. 1 away.
Ready, set.
Rolled over to third, and it goes just foul. Hard hit into the gap, should bring in 2. 1 run across. Another comes in to score. It's 6-0. A 2-run double.
Picks himself up a couple of ribbies. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws. You know, these Orioles really producing with runners on. It's been a right place, right time kind of game for them. They're getting hits when it matters most and converting base runners into runs. They've got 5 hits with runners in scoring position.
Here's a 2-0.
One of the most frustrating things for an offense is leaving runners on base. So the big hits they've gotten in this one have made a very happy group of hitters down there.
Fouls one off. 2-2. The Orioles up big in this one. Top half of inning number 4. These two offenses can put up runs in a hurry. And a payoff pitch. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way. So credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
Sachs at the plate now, and that's strike 1. Chris, you look at it. These are the spots where pitchers can come on, pitch well, instill some confidence in the manager, and all of a sudden they're pitching higher leverage spots in the postseason.
Well, in this final month, I mean, this is an audition period for the call-ups, but it's also for that marginal reliever that was on the roster throughout the season to maybe step up and be on that playoff roster.
Man at second. And a foul ball. He stays alive. On a bounce right side, Schumann whips it to first. Third out, and that ends the frame. Sachs steps in, 2 down, nothing cooking so far, but one swing can get something sizzling.
He knows it too, Boog. That body language says, yes, chef.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Volpe throws it to first in time. sacks. Really stood out in this win. A 4 RBI game at the dish.
I'll tell you, Boog, I was excited every time he came up. When a player is locked in like he was, it's a really special feeling. Great job in this one.
1 out. Runner at second.
The second
Sacks
baseman,
will hit
Granny.
next.
Sacks.
Two of the most potent offenses in the game squaring off. Sacks with 4 runs batted in his last game.
Ball.
Love seeing someone drive in a bunch of runs like he did, Boog. Doing that consistently lets your teammates know they can count on you to come through when the team needs it most.
Handles, throws to first, and there are 2 outs.
And good defensive play prevents a run from scoring right there.
Sacks steps in with 2 outs and nobody on. He's basically saying, fine, I'll do it myself.
That's right. Might as well cue the movie trailer voice.
In a world where nobody gets on base. Sends it across to first. Inning over.
The batter, number 13, second baseman, Granny. Sacks.
Inside. Ball 1.
For you growing up in New York City, I mean, you're a big sports fan. Tell me about your experience with the Yankees growing up.
I really went to Shea Stadium more than I did to Yankee Stadium. I grew up a Phillies fan. There was one game, though, that I went to as a kid. I sat in the upper deck. It was the game that Bo Jackson hit 3 homers in his first 3 plate appearances and then hurt his shoulder diving for Deion Sanders inside the park home run. That's probably the most memorable game that I ever attended as a fan at Old Yankee Stadium. Little dribbler up along third. McMahon fires over to first. 2 gone now.
The batter, number
1
13,
down.
second
Granny
baseman,
Sacks
Granny.
getting ready to hit. 3 groundouts already. He's 0 for 3. Yeah, that's fouled off. It really feels like we might be running out of time before a rain delay is called. This rain is not letting up.
Yeah, and if we do get a delay, the unfortunate thing is the clock's going to start ticking on these pitchers, and they won't be able to keep their arms warm forever if it's a long break, and going to have to exit this game a little early.
The batter, number
Sacks
13,
locks
second
in,
baseman,
ducks on the
Granny.
pond, and this
Sacks.
guy's got a flair for the dramatic. They might want to cue up the slow-mo replay in the truck.
Yeah, Boog. The only thing missing is the movie soundtrack. Let's see if he delivers the Hollywood ending.
The bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1. The Orioles with the go-ahead run standing at second here at the top of the 9th. Swing and a foul out of play.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about. But
And that one gets away at the plate. In time. Nicely done to get out of the jam. It's the Granny Sacks. Just about ready to. Second baseman, Granny Sacks. He gets there with the slide to first, and very nicely done for the out. makes the grab, and there's 2 out.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting the line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
And that one gets past the catcher. And on the wild pitch, down to third goes the tying run. He was late there, strike 1.
Man, he was really tardy on that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity to it on the next pitch. Can't catch up.
That one misses, and a count 2-1. In the air, right field, Pereira moving under this one. And that ends the inning. Sachs steps in, late game opportunity right here, Singy. A knock could change everything.
Yeah, this is really where composure matters, Boog. You stay in the moment and deliver. As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with this speed. A base hit is probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
Ground ball up the middle. Fires to first. Inning over on the ground out. Took just 2. 6-5 the final here today, as the Orioles win this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon. Granny Sachs, the next to hit for the Orioles. An RBI machine this year. Right near the top of the league leaderboard as the season winds down. Liner caught it second.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Liner snagged at first. The tag gets him, and it's a double. Sachs blocks in, trying to turn momentum back in their favor. This is who they want up there to do it.
Yeah, and sometimes it just takes one swing to change the tone. This at bat could be that moment.
Swing and a bouncer.
Dig.
In plenty of time to first. One pitch and one out. One down. Granny Sachs will hit next. 0 for 3 in this one. Slice to right. And that gets down for a base hit. So a man aboard now with one away. Sachs did well enough for them despite the loss.
Not great, not terrible, just kind of an average game. He's got better in him, Boog.
So 2 down. Granny Sachs, the next to hit for the Orioles. Lifted in the air, right center field. And that is that. Ready to go.
Leading
Bottom
off
4. Granny
Orioles,
Sachs.
second baseman,
Up now,
Granny
leading the league in
Sachs.
doubles and doing it with style, Singy.
Yeah, that swing is built for line drives. Finds open space early and often.
The lefty, the 1-0. Yeah, that's fouled off. The 1-1. Now a screamer into the outfield. And that's got extra bases written all over it. In safely with a leadoff double. Go-ahead runs in scoring position.
The batter, number 13, second baseman, Granny Sachs.
This one in the air, center field. Acuna under it. And there's 2 away. Now it's the second baseman, Granny Sachs.
So clutch, you could argue that he's been this team's MVP this year.
Hard hit, but right at him in left.
Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it, but sometimes you hit it too hard and right at
Sacks. Had a solid game for them, a real contributor.
Not one to put on the personal highlight reel necessarily, but certainly didn't hurt him on the way to the win.
Granny Sacks looking to bounce back after struggling last series. One out man at first. And next for the Orioles, Granny Sacks. That one ripped. And a base hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with one gone. Back now at Oriole Park, bottom of the inning. Granny Sacks getting ready to hit.
No.
Sacks in his second season, hitting third in the lineup, and he was a second-round pick back in 2025. This one belted deep left field, on its way, gone. He'll take a jog around the bases.
The batter, number 13, second baseman, Granny Sacks.
On the ground, fair ball. Headed for the plate. The relay, safe. It's 4-1. Sacks digging in, 2 outs and a shot to really swing the tone of this game.
Man, this would be a backbreaker, Boog. And it may be a long shot, but a triple here will give him the cycle.
Turned on, but that's foul down the third baseline. Two on, 2 outs. Inside. And that is ball 1. This one in the air, center field. And that's the inning.
The batter, number
And into the
13,
box for Baltimore, Granny Sacks. He blasted one out earlier in the third.
Just a solo home run, but an important swing of the bat in this game. We've already seen him do it once. Can he do it again?
That's a hit. The relay to second. Safe. He beats it. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing.
Sacks was outstanding in this ball game, helping them get the win. A 4-hit performance, including a home run.
No question, he was a big piece of their success in this ball game. Fantastic effort at the plate.
Granny Sacks comes into this. One down. Granny Sacks, the next to hit for the Orioles. In the air to left center. Call under it. 2 down.
batting fourth, the first baseman, number 25, Pete.
On the ground to short, win. There with plenty of time, and that ends the inning. Cracks his bat and pops him up. And there's 2 away. So 2 down. Now it's the second baseman, Granny Sacks. 0 for 3 in this one. Base knock, center field. And that puts the tying run on base.
He made that look easy, keeping his bat in the zone on plane for a long time.
Sacks had a decent showing in the loss.
I think they expect him to make larger contributions than he did today. Nothing too bad, but nothing great either.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Granny Sacks, the next to hit. Hit on the ground to short. Tosses to first. 1 pitch and 1 out.
Deceptive slider right there. Stayed in the tunnel a long time. Got that hitter out front. Rolled over it. Put it on the ground.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Tough game for him so far, Boog. Another hit, and they've just been knocking him around through the first 2+. He's got to get things back on track. Maybe junk a pitch that isn't working, or he might not last much longer.
Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far. And that's a fair ball. Man aboard on the leadoff single. So next to hit for Baltimore, Granny Sacks. And first offering is fouled off. We haven't seen a break in the weather, and the umpires might be forced to make a decision soon.
Yeah, I think so, Boog. I mean, everyone looking and wondering when they're going to stop play. It definitely feels close.
Got him. Now 2 away. Sacks with an okay game in the win.
Not one to put on the personal highlight reel necessarily, but certainly didn't hurt him on the way to the win.